Oh, it's still loading ternyata.
Cukup nggak ini? Aku akhir-akhir.
Hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
Halo YouTube.
Welcome to Wednesday class. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Yay,
Hello.
welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back, everyone. Halo, Kak Muhammad Fakih, Kak Siti Nurhamidah. Hello. Welcome back to our amazing Wednesday class. Hello, Kak Widya.
Hello, good evening. How was your day?
Oh, I'm really amazing right now. How about you, Kak Widya?
Feeling tired as usual.
Oh, why? Why? Are you, like back from work? You just back from
Yes, just had the worst traffic.
Oh, okay. So I'll guess that you stay in Jakarta. Is it right?
Yes, you know the Cibubur Trans Yogi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It has
It
the
feels
worst
like
traffic.
the vibe feels like New York, yeah, because the traffic is really well. So welcome, Kak Widya, in our class.
Thank you.
Okay, so welcome, Kak Siti, Kak Rahel. If anyone, guys, if you don't mind to open your camera, please open your camera because we want to see your faces, your beautiful and handsome faces today to break the ice among us. So if you don't mind, please open your camera. Hello, Kak Said.
Hello.
Hello, are you in Palembang? Because the bridge.
No. Just virtual background.
Okay, how are you today? Are you good?
Good, great. How are you?
Oh, good. Actually, I'm good. So, is this your is it your first time, or you have attended our class more than one times?
It is my first time.
Oh, my first time. Okay, how do you know about Britzone actually?
Through Instagram.
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 Well, say hello. Thanks to Instagram for bringing Kak Said here. Thank you so much, Kak Said.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy this class. So, while we are still waiting for others, guys, so let me introduce myself first. My name is Dega, and I am part of Britzone team, especially in Wednesday team. And today, I have a chance to be an MC, and I hope I don't ruin it because this is my very first time for being an MC. So, hopefully, I'll nail it. So, yeah. Today, also, as usual, maybe like Kasaid, or maybe some of you guys come here as a very first timer. So I owe you something to introduce you or to inform you to our Britzone. So maybe I'll start to inform you about Britzone. As we know that Britzone is a non-profit organization which is focusing on English education, and also we are free and open platform because you guys don't need to pay administration fee, right, to join our class. This is really free for all of you. And of course, for the people who involved in our Britzone, called as volunteers. So thank you so much for all the people behind this amazing community. So as we know that we have 3 classes that we hold in every weeks. We have just day class that this is focused on public speaking, especially in speech, debate, also in interview and everything kind of that stuff. And also we have Britzone Betterment Series. I'm so sorry. Britzone Betterment Series that we hold usually at Wednesday, and we today actually today we'll share something to improve our skill in listening, reading, writing, and speaking. As we know from the title today, we especially now will learn about something in writing and also speaking. And as we know that in Wednesday and in Tuesday we start from 7 p.m. So aside of Wednesday and Tuesday, we also have a class in Saturday, which is we call it as Britzone Fun Day. We usually package this class is really fun. We can learn while we having like another activities. So in Saturday class, we start at 11 p.m. and we also bring various topics for weekly discussion. And to connect with all the members and also to reach all of you guys to come to our class, we also have social media that we have Instagram at Britzone ID. Ensure yourself that you guys have followed our Instagram. And also we have a clubhouse in Visit English Community and Facebook as well. We have Britzone. And today we also live stream from YouTube. Say hi to YouTube. Hello, YouTube. We also stream now in YouTube at Britzone English Community. And if you guys also wanted to visit our website, you guys also can visit in britzone.id. So, another things, if you guys really proud of Britzone and if you wanted to wear our really amazing article, you can also buy our Britzone merchandise. You can contact us through Britzone merch. You can maybe buy, because we have like a new article fresh from the oven, guys. There's a really t-shirt, goodie bag, as far as I don't mistake, and everything. So you guys can stock at Britzone merch, and also you can contact us through at Britzone merch to buy our merchandise. And if from the WhatsApp, it's this don't file anymore, so you don't have to contact us from WhatsApp. So yeah, we also say thanks to wanted to say thank you so much to our sponsor. We are sponsored by Library of the Education and Culture Ministry, which we use this place usually for our offline class. So maybe hopefully we can like this pandemic will turn into endemic soon. So we will have our offline class soon in Jakarta. And of course, we also will say thanks to Atmago application. This is a really, really helpful application for all of you guys. If you want it to be benefit for your surroundings, as the campaign is Warga Bantu Warga, if you maybe wanted to ask help to others because maybe there's your surrounding who need helps, you can also post everything in Atmago app to ask another help to help your surroundings. So ensure yourself also to download and install our Atmago app in Google Play and also in Apple Store. That's it. So the last but not least, we have a really tradition that we never miss is taking pictures, because we will, we won't have a memory with all of you guys. So stay tuned at the end of the class, because we will have taking pictures together after in the end of the class. And of course, the last, we will not be like this amazing community, this English largest community in Jakarta, if we don't have accept any feedback from all of you guys. So if you have any feedback, don't hesitate to give us your honest feedback, because we need it for our evaluation. So after the class, we also will give you the link and the barcode to fill the feedback for our class. So that's what you need to know about Britzone. Maybe it's clear enough, but if maybe some of you still curious about what Britzone is and everything, you can also stalk us in Britzone ID Instagram, usually, because we usually post something really new in our Instagram. So that's all that what I can give you information about Britzone, everyone. I hope that's clear enough, yeah, about you to know about Britzone. So welcome once again to the very first timer who come to Britzone, such as Kasaid and everyone here. Okay, the next is we'll jump to the next agenda. Maybe before I start, I wanted to tell you about the agenda today, that we will have we will share about something that will be conducted by Eva, and after we finish the share, you will have the FGD session. Like you guys wait as usual, and after FGD, maybe some of you will present your the result of your discussion. And of course, before we close this class, we will have Q&A. So if you have anything that you wanted to ask to Kak Eva, please save it and you can ask it in Q&A session. That's all. So yeah, before I start and I present you the conductor, I'll ask to Kak Sarah. Hello, Kak Sarah. I will say hi. Hello, Kak Sarah. Are you there?
Are you talking about me?
Oh my God. Oh my God. You have mic there? Is that expensive? It's really good.
It's
Okay.
a real mic. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Your voice is really clear, like Raisa. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Kak Sarah, according to the title, do you still remember what the title that we will gonna discuss or share today by the conductor?
I think I've forgotten. Sorry. I've just had a lot going on today, so I didn't really pay attention. But yeah, I don't remember. Sorry.
It's okay. So guys, today actually we're gonna share to you about personal statement. Maybe this is as known as motivation letter, yeah. So today Kak Eva will share anything about how to write personal statement, best and good personal statement. So before I present you, I call Kak Eva first. Kak Eva, hello.
Hi, hello everyone.
Okay, are you ready, Kak Eva, to take the mail? Are you ready to share your presentation to share to us about personal statement?
Yes.
You ready? Okay. So, well, hello everyone. Give her a round of applause to Kak Eva.
Yay!
Right. So hello everyone. I'm Eva, and I feel so honored to be speaking and sharing with you guys here tonight. And so I was contacted by my dear friend Dega. I think it was 3 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. So Dega is actually happened to be one of the committee in Britzone ID. So he told me that he was going to invite me to attend to this agenda to be a speaker in his community. And I thought, why not? It sounds fun. And so here I am with you guys tonight, and let's have some fun. Well, I know that the topic that we'll be discussing tonight is a little bit serious, which is about personal statement. But, let's talk about it in a fun way, shall we? Okay. First thing first, before we jump right into our main topic, I want you guys to understand why does this personal statement really matters to anyone, literally. So I know some of you here are attending this event because you're interested in pursuing a postgraduate study abroad, or maybe you're currently applying for a scholarship and then you really need to know what and how to write a personal statement properly. If you are in those category, welcome, hello, you're in the right spot. We're going to be talking all about personal statement tonight. But I know for sure as well that maybe some of you here are wondering, like, I am not here to listen to any scholarship or postgraduate study related information. I'm just here to improve my English skill. Or maybe some of you are also thinking about, I'm just currently working and have zero interest in pursuing a master degree. Or maybe some of you are actually not having interest at all in studying abroad. And you're questioning, like, will this personal statement topic that we'll be discussing tonight still, matters to me, or will this still relates to me? Will this still usable for me? Don't worry. The answer is yes. Obviously yes, and absolutely yes. Why? Because even if you don't have any interest in studying abroad, let's say maybe you're only, you're currently just a student or just an employee or whatever you're currently doing right now.
Hello, Kak Eva. You are muted.
Hello. Sorry, there is this distraction in my host. If you don't mind, can I have like 2 minutes?
Well, you have 2 minutes. Should we play the video first?
No.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Okay. Well, guys. Well, we are waiting for Kak Eva. I will say hi to Kak Widya. Hello, Kak Widya. Are you there?
Hello.
Okay, Kak Widya, if I can ask something to you, what do you know about? Do you ever know about personal statement before? But if you know, what do you think about personal statement?
When I heard the word of personal statement, what I think about was like CV and something like scholarship
Yes.
and anything you put in the LinkedIn, yeah.
Yes. So you think that everything can describe you as well, yeah, Kak? That you can share to another. Yes, well, good. So thank you so much, Kak Widya, for sharing your opinion. Well, continue with Kak Eva.
Okay.
First.
I'm really sorry for the distraction. So I was talking about how this personal statement really matters to anyone. So maybe you're only currently a student or just an employee or whatever it is you're currently doing right now. Writing personal statement is going to help you have a clear mindset about your life. Like you're going to understand what have happened in your life, what you're currently doing, and then the things that you want to achieve in the future. So let's put it this way. Writing personal statement is a good start or a good way to, let's say, redesign or re-examine and reprioritize our life. So which is, a very good start to have a very successful life, right? So I think before we talk about writing this personal statement, before talking about how to write our own story through this personal statement 101, before talking about your story, because we're going to be talking not only my story, but your story as well. Before going to that, I think let me share my story first. So I'm going to show you guys a short video introduction of myself. And then later we'll be discussing about how that relates to writing personal statement. So hope you guys enjoy.
Wait a minute, guys. Hope you enjoy the video.
I'm Eva, and I've spent the last 20 years of my life moving around one place to another, putting my best effort to get the best quality of education, despite where I was born and raised. From a small village girl huddled in this decrepit school in the south of Banten province, to spending 7 years in pesantren or Islamic boarding school, and being an international student, continuing my master's degree in this amazing, respectable university in the UK. Oh wait, and the best part? It's a full scholarship postgraduate study covering all tuition fees and living costs. Honestly, it's been one hell of a journey, but recently I've just graduated and decided it's time for me to share how I managed to overcome the odds and struggles of being a small village girl with only a little knowledge of English and making my way up to reach what I've always dreamt of: studying abroad. And become the first female generation in my family to ever did that. So I guess, welcome to my story. It's now time for you to create your own story and be proud of it.
Okay, give her a round of applause, guys, to Kak Eva for the amazing video.
Right, so guys, that was my story, coming from a very small village girl, huddled in decrepit school buildings, and then with a very little knowledge of English. I would say zero knowledge of English, because back then, when I was in elementary school, I didn't have any English subject. And I've never heard about English before until I was in my junior high school. So that was the first time I exposed to English knowledge. It was the time when I was in pesantren or Islamic boarding school. And coming from a small village girl and they know I'm a Master of Science graduate from one of the top universities in the UK. Honestly, I still can't believe it. Because, as they say that only the privileged one who can have a successful life in the future, I would say it's not entirely true because there's this amazing word, hard work and perseverance that exists in this world. So, guys, you've got the chance to create or rewrite your own life story and be proud of it. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about creating our own story through this personal statement 101. So yeah, let's start. Okay, I'm going to start this presentation tonight with these two topics that are going to be covered in our presentation. The first one is what is personal statement, and the second one is how to write it properly. Next, Kadega. Okay, what is personal statement anyway? I think I've heard just now Dega has already asked to one of the audience here about personal statement, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't heard the answer of that. So I think I'm going to ask one more. So guys, what is personal statement anyway? I think, is there any one of you want to tell me what you know about personal statement? What do you guys think it is? Anyone?
You can raise hand, guys, if you want to answer the question or maybe say your opinion. Anyone?
What do you guys think it is? Maybe you've heard about it before because I'm sure you're familiar with it.
Yes. Can well.
Or maybe Kadega, you can, share your opinion. Oh, there's someone who raised his hand.
Kak Rama.
Pak Silrama, yes.
Yeah.
Halo Kak Eva.
Halo, apa nih? Rama.
Yeah, I'm Rama.
Rama, okay.
First of all, it was a very inspiring video. I think I can speak for everyone. And I don't know much about personal statement, but just right off the bat, I will say personal statement is how you will describe yourself.
Okay.
Like you put your whole life and your value into one or more paragraph that in a hope that somebody would read it or hear it and be what is it? What is the word? Be impressed.
Okay, impressed.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Right. That was a cool way to put it, a cool way to describe a personal statement. That is actually correct as well. So, yeah. So basically, personal statement is actually short essay consists of 500 to 1,000 words used as one of the requirements for university application. So just to be clear that the word limit here is actually depend on the chosen university. So, because every university has their own rule, their own structure, has their own word limit. So you need to check the university that you have chosen first before writing your own personal statement. And this essay is used as one of the requirements for university application. So if you want to apply to a postgraduate study abroad, especially in the UK, one of the requirements that you need to apply or you need to, send to the university is personal statement. Why do you guys think the university needs it? Because it explores your reasons for choosing the course, your future goals, and the unique ways you can contribute to the program to which you are applying. So the university needs to know all of this information because they need to decide whether you're going to be accepted or rejected, all of this information, the reasons for choosing the course, and then how your current work experiences and professional experiences is relevant to your future goals, and then the way you contribute to the program. It is all for explaining or showing to the university that you're a suitable applicant for the course. Next, please, Kadega. Yes. Okay. So all of this information. So all of this information is required for you to send to the university because they need to decide and to show to the university that you are a suitable applicant for the course. Okay. Next. Now we have understood well about, okay. Now we have understood well about the definition of personal statement. Can you guys hear me clearly? Yes, okay.
Okay.
Yes, it's Azan in here.
Yes.
Okay. Now we have understood well about the definition of the personal statement. Now we move into what you should know before writing one. The first one is personal statement is not a short version of your resume or autobiography. This is very obvious, and of course it's very different. But you know, I've got so many DMs in my Instagram and emails as well asking me about personal statement, and I was so surprised by how many of them are actually having a misunderstanding of the first rule of personal statement, which is not a short version of your CV or your resume or autobiography. Look, so in the resume or CV, you are expected to list a lot of your achievements, your skills, your education and backgrounds and professional experiences, things like that, right? But in personal statement, you need to explain in that essay how all of those achievements that you have achieved, all of those skills that you have gained and experiences that you have gained in your life will help you get what you want in the future. So it's very different. You see the difference here, right? So never confuse again. Personal statement is not a short version of your CV. Okay, so it's very different. The second one is be authentic, know what you want, and deliver your story with your own voice. This is actually an important part, very important. You know, being authentic, being original, just being you, because you really need to understand yourself first. You really need to know what you want in your life. And then, these philosophical understandings of yourself is going to be your very first foundation to create a successful personal statement. Okay, so the next one, in the second one, I said that you need to be authentic, right? You need to have a lot of conversation with yourself. Many of you might be thinking that having a conversation with yourself is a weird thing, very weird, but it's not. It's actually a must, So please spare time to talk to yourself, have an understanding about yourself, know what you want in your life, things like that. And then the third one is spare enough time to write and revise your essay. Okay, I have no idea how many times I've talked about this to each and everyone coming to me asking about the tips or the strategy to write a successful personal statement. And I always told them that writing personal statement is really need, time. It takes a lot of time. So you need to spare enough time to write and revise and edit and draft, things like that. And proofread, it's also a must. So procrastinators out there, you're not allowed here. You need to shut that mode of procrastination off for a while. So yeah, now next to the next slide, please. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the step-by-step of writing a personal statement properly. So there are 3 important parts in personal statement. Like any other essay, there's this introduction, and in this introduction, you're expected to set the tone in the beginning, and then by explaining about the turning point moment in your life, your personal experiences, and then your reasons for wanting to study. And then the second one is the main body. Well, in this part, you are going to explain about why you're suitable, how your current study is relevant, and then your related hobbies, interests, your skills, and then how you can relate the program to your future career, things like that. And then the last one is the conclusion. In this closing part, you are expected to re-emphasize the relevance of your passion, of your skills to the program that you're chosen. And then you need to demonstrate why the program or university is the best among others, and it will help you accomplish your future goals. I know it's a lot of information to cover tonight, but don't worry, I'll make it simple. I try to make it simple. So we'll discuss about these 3 parts in detail. Okay, the introduction part. Okay, the introduction part, as I have mentioned earlier, that in this part is a very crucial part because it's going to decide whether the university is going to be interested in you or not. As we all know that the first impression is always crucial, right? So you need to put or tell your story in a very unique way to take a full attention from the university. So there are, from what I have experienced, there are two strategies that I think will best work in writing introduction for your personal statement. The first one is using a concrete event that illustrates your character and interest. Okay, here is an example. The statement that I marked right here is actually the concrete event or the actual event that happened in this life. So this essay is actually one of the essay that got accepted to Harvard Business School. If you want a full draft of this, you can dig it. Please next. Yeah, if you want a full access to this essay, you can click this link, and in here I have cried exactly 4 times at work. The first time was early in my career. It was 2 a.m. and I was lying in bed struggling with an Excel model. So in this part, this is what we call concrete event. So it's an actual event. It's something that happened in your life, in your past experiences, that makes you realize something, that makes you understand that I have passion in this sector or in that sector, things like that. Using a concrete event in the introduction part is actually a very effective way, because even though in this statement, it somehow shows his vulnerability, but at the end of the statement, in the introduction part, he said that he fought to never let himself feel so incapable again. Or in other words, he's going to, plan differently in the future, work harder in the future, and then never let this incapable feeling moment ever happen again in his life. This also shows his strong character and also interest. I'm going to give you another example. Please next. Okay, this is actually my personal statement that got me accepted at the University of Glasgow. In this one, I was also using a strategy using a concrete event that happened in my life in 2013. I experienced a life-changing moment in my life and decided to spend blah, blah, blah. You can read it later because we have very limited time. And what struck me the most was the huge gap in educational opportunities. So in here, I actually, explained to the university that I have experienced a turning point moment in my life, which is teaching and living in rural villages at West Bandung. And then I explained to them also about the thing that I think needs to be in here in the last statement. I explained about this event that has happened in my life is actually, telling me something. This fact gave me not only a great sense of humanity, but also it made me realize that I have actually a big curiosity, a big passion in education and its policy on diversity and equity. So writing a personal statement, especially in the introduction part, using a concrete event or telling your story about the actual event that happened in your life, is one of the most used strategy among us other LPDP awardee. There's a lot of my friends that also use this strategy in writing their personal statement in the introduction part, because who doesn't love story, right? Everyone loves story, but just make sure that you tell the story in a very unique and interesting way, so the university can understand about the point that you are making. Next. Here's also another example, but I think I have given enough example, the two first examples that I have provided. So next one, please. Okay, now the second strategy, as I have mentioned earlier, that I have 2 strategies here. The second strategy is about you are expected to explain what motivates or interests you, that shows your enthusiasm and commitment. So in here, here is another example of personal statement that got accepted at Harvard Business School as well. So let's say here I'm Eva and I have journeyed here from the hollow grounds of Anyer, let's say, where I spent my formative years amid wild dreams of achieving greatness by setting world records and winning the Olympics. So in the beginning, instead of telling, the turning point moment in his life, he is actually here explaining about the achievement that he has already achieved. So explaining about the things that motivates him or interest him. And then in the last part also, he's talking about showing about his character and his commitment, because winning the Olympic is not an easy thing. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of hard work. So it obviously showed his character and commitment. So these are the two strategies that you can use when writing introduction part for your own personal statement. The first one is, using a concrete event that has already happened in your life, the turning point moment in your life. And then the second one is actually starting your introduction by explaining what motivates or interests you. So it's the introduction part. Now we are moving to the main body. Okay. Okay. In the main body, I've actually provided a lot of example, but you can read it later. So in the main body part, as I have talked earlier, that in this part you are expected to, make to tell that you're a suitable applicant for that program to the university, make them convinced, make them understand that you're actually the best among others, because there's a lot of applicants every year. So you need to be different. You need to be stand out, from the others or from the rest. So these are the first. Okay, there are two strategies, and the first one is using a chronological explanation. It shows key experiences, academic and professional, chronologically. Okay, in here, after you explained about what you have experienced in the past, your turning point moment in life in the introduction part, after that, you explain in the main body about what have happened after that moment. You said you realize, for example, you realize something that you have a passion, let's say in education sector, or in this case in mechanical engineering, and then you can explain what happened after that chronologically. Take, for example, you graduated with a BS in mechanical engineering and then spend the first 3 years out of college working as an operation consultant. So after that, what happened after that? You explain about all of the challenges that you have experienced in that company, and then you talk about the skills that you gained in that company, in that work, and then the achievements as well, and then how you can relate those professional experiences to your future goals, things like that. So you explained these achievements, the skills, and the experiences that you have gained in your life chronologically. The second strategy is, okay, the second one is explaining the challenges you experience and how you overcome those, which led you to the decision of pursuing a postgraduate study. Okay, so in this second strategy, instead of telling the university or writing personal statement in a chronological way, you actually explain to them about all of the challenges that you have experienced in your life, and then you explain to them how you overcome those challenges, which led you to, to the decision of pursuing a master study abroad. In this one, remember the first introduction part, the first strategy in the introduction part, using a concrete event, and this is the example. I have cried exactly 4 times at work. So in the introduction, he stated the statement like this. It shows his vulnerability, but at the main body, he also explained, however, each of those experiences proved to be a turning point. My tears motivated me to ask for help and then pushed me to take a moment to breathe, rebalance, and reprioritize. In each case, my work was better for it. I have also used each experience as a learning moment. So in this essay, he also tried to explain, all of the challenges that he experienced before he finally decided to pursue a postgraduate study abroad. So you can use this strategy as well list all of the challenges that you have experienced before finally decided to, pursue a postgraduate study. That's the main body part. And then okay, now we are moving to the conclusion part. In this part, you are going to conclude all of the information that you have provided before in the introduction part and then in the main body parts. And in this conclusion part, I have also provided 2 strategies in here. The first one is, for those of you, if you're applying to a research-based program, conclude your essay with curiosity statements. So in the postgraduate study, there are 2 kind of programs. The first one is a research-based program. And the second one is the coursework or thought program. The difference between them is that the research-based program is only, it's going to be, the class is going to be all about research, but in the thought program or coursework, all of the class in the thought program is going to be lecturing session. So the research part is only at the end of the semester, which is writing dissertation. So if you're applying to a research-based program, which means you are also planning to, take a PhD after finishing your master degree. And in the conclusion part, in a personal statement, if you're applying to a research-based program, you need to, show the university that you have a curiosity in that field that you are currently applying. So for example, here, this is also the essay that got accepted to NYU in gender and psychology program, if I'm not mistaken. So here, one of the academic factors is my research interest centers around woman empowerment and gender-based violence. And he also tried to explain the potential topic that he's going to cover in the research-based program in his postgraduate study. And for all these reasons, I'm keen to be admitted in your university this fall 2019 and blah, blah, blah at the end here. So it somehow explains about, he tried to show his curiosity about in psychology sector. And then he also said that the theme selection is vital as this will provide a strong foundation upon which to build the rest of his work as a social advocate. So if you're applying to a research-based program, please, explain about the research program that the research, title, and then the research interest that you're currently working. The second strategy. Okay. Now the second strategy, if you're applying to a coursework or a thought program, conclude your essay with your aspirational career. Here's an example of an essay that got accepted to the HBS as well. A Harvard MBA will strengthen that foundation and help me to become the kind of dynamic leader who can bring the vision for my own company to life and be at the forefront of entertainment's structural shift. So in the conclusion part here, he tried to explain that his aspirational career is going to be a dynamic leader for his own company, and then the challenges or the hope that he is going to get after finishing his postgraduate study is to be at the forefront of entertainment's structural shift. So that was the second strategy. Yeah, now we all have, talked and discussed about the step-by-step of writing a personal statement. I know it's a lot of topic, but it's actually simple. So in the introduction part, you're going to, use a concrete event that has already happened in your life, your turning point moment in your life. And then in the main body, you explain about what you're currently doing, your professional experiences, how does it relevant to your future careers, things like that. And then in the last or in the conclusion part, you try to re-emphasize of how your passion is actually relevant to the program that you have chosen. Now, you have no understanding about step-by-step, and then you might be questioning like, so where do I start? What do I do now? The first one is write a list of your qualities and achievements and mind map everything. So as I mentioned earlier, in the main body parts, you are going to explain about the the skills, the achievements, the experiences that you have gained. So you need to, first of all, write a list, all of the things, all of the, qualities and experiences that you have gained. And then after that, in the second point, plan out an outline or a structure. So after you have made a list of experiences, skills, and everything, you can actually see in your CV. After that, you need to plan out an outline or a structure. You need to know, for example, in the introduction part, what you're going to write, what is the actual moment or actual event that you're going to present to the university. And then in the main body part, you need also to choose which are the capabilities or which are the qualities or achievements that you are going to provide to them that are relevant to your future career. And then in the closing part, you will also need to make sure that you have shared everything about your story. And then in the third point here, you need to write without word count. Okay, so even though you know that there is a word limit in writing personal statement, in the beginning you just need to write like everything that you think is important to write in the personal statement. So you don't need to worry about the word count, because at the fourth point here, next please. Okay, after write everything that you know, in the fourth point you need to edit, draft down, and then cancel down everything that you think is not really important to show to the university. So, and the last one is, okay, proofread is a must. I would say giving or asking a critics or, critics from the person that or what we call it proofreading. I would say you need to at least have 3 people, because one is not enough, I would say. So this is also a very important part. Before you are actually applying to the university, you need to proofread your personal statement. So, to close our presentation today, I would say that no matter at what stage you are in life right now, you still have the chance to create the story you want to happen in your life. So go get it. So are you ready to rewrite your own life story, to tell your own voice? If you are, please keep yourself down, because you're going to talk about it in the FGD session. But before that, I think that's all that I want to discuss with you guys tonight about the Personal Statement 101. I hope you have a very good understanding about it. And also, I hope it also inspired you to, somehow rewrite your own life story and be proud of it. So I think, thank you everyone for your attention.
Okay, give her standing applause, everyone, to Kak Eva. So insightful, Kak Eva. I think personal statement could be simple as that, but turns out it has so many strategies that we can use, yeah. But the important things, the foundation is you need to be yourself. You need to be authenticity. So you don't have to be another one. So after this, guys, you have maybe you have been waiting for the FGD session, because you will tell your story in the FGD session. So Dina, are you ready to split them up?
Wait, guys, give me a minute. Okay. So yeah, guys, I've assigned you guys to 7 FGD rooms, and you guys have 25 minutes to talk about our personal statement. And yeah, enjoy, guys. Enjoy the FGD rooms. See you guys later.
Thank you, Dina.
Thank you, Dina. Please click the notification that pop up on your screen to join the room and have a good discussion with your group, everyone. And we will wait you in the next 25 minutes.
Yay, see you guys.
See you guys. So, okay. Yeah. Eva, are you still there? How about today class? You're muted.
Sorry.
Okay, if you feel so thirsty, you can also, drink first maybe or something. How is it? Is it? I mean,
I'm
like,
just really so sorry about all of the distractions, you know.
no,
I've
it's
actually
okay.
told my mother that I'm having this, you know, event and I'm gonna be speaker and blah blah blah. Still, she's knocking at my door, like, oh my god. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't mind about it. So thank you so much, Eva. It's very insightful, yeah, Dean, for the personal statement too as well. So I mean, like, I think like personal statement, it could be simple as that, but turns out it has so many things that we have to consider, yeah, Pak. So I mean,
As
like,
long as- yes.
what?
The important part is that you know and you understand about yourself and you know what you want in your life. That's the highlight, you know, like
The highlights. So be attentive. So I mean, like, I mean, like, to start all of it, you need to know about yourself. Do you can really tell us how do you find yourself actually?
finding yourself.
Yes.
It's a very hard question.
Okay.
I mean,
like,
when I
it's
try
like
to,
everyone struggle, right, to find their own self and to figure it out something that they want it. So, what is your journey to find yourself?
okay. As of today, I would say after I have experienced a lot of things in my life, I understand that if you think that you have a different passion every year, like it changes every year, like this year I'm passionate about education and then the next year I'm passionate about business and things like that, and you thought that you have not understand well about yourself, that you didn't know about yourself, you might be thinking like that. I would say it's okay. It's very normal.
Okay.
As long as you do not stop, you know, do not stop like trying new things and then follow your heart. What is you're currently passionate about? If you're currently passionate about, let's say, cooking, just go for it, you know. If your passion is changes every time or every year, it's okay. It's very normal.
Oh, okay, okay. So I mean, like, don't push yourself too hard. Yeah, I mean, like, don't compare yourself to another. I mean, like, don't underestimate yourself too. If you think like you like something, just go for it. As long as it's good for you.
Yes, balance is everything.
Balance is everything. Yes. So maybe I mean, like, you hear the YouTuber. Hello YouTube, everyone. If you're watching this, if you wanted to ask question, just type it in the comments that provide in your YouTube channel. So maybe I'll I mean, like, answer all of the question here by the conductor too. But still waiting the question, Eva. If we can ask you, what major did you take at your Glasgow University?
Pardon me, the major that I took?
Yeah, the major that you take.
I was actually taking an interdisciplinary major. So it's called education, public policy, and equity. But basically, we are trying to understand the intercorrelation between education and then the other social factors like economic, you know, public policy, social development, international development, things like that. We've actually learned about education only a little because most of them we're trying to like understand the other side of education, the other social factors that are actually affecting education in the same time. And like economic, as I said. So I was taking this class, it's called International Development and Economic. So we're trying to understand the economic benefits of education, the, you know, the non-pecuniary benefits of schooling.
Oh, okay. So do you think at the first, like, your major, I mean, I discuss a lot of education, but turns out it's not, or you wanted to take it, I mean, like, for the first time?
No. I mean, yes, I took in my undergraduate study about educational management, and then at the end of my undergraduate study, when I was writing my you know, thesis,
yes,
it was all about this, you know, youth unemployment problems in Banten province. And then I tried to like solve these problems from the education sector, from the education perspectives. So I actually crosses this economic subjects, and then planning, things like that. So, and then at the end of my undergraduate study, I thought that I think I have a really good interest in economic and then public policy and education. I want to know more about it. And then I actually applied to not only one university. So when I have found my interest in education, public policy, and things like that, I try to like browse every courses or every subjects and programs in the UK, because I have always wanted to go there, the UK specifically.
Yes.
I think you know about
You
it.
did it, and you did it. You accepted.
Yeah, so after that, I found that there are actually a lot of interesting topics, in the UK, like very interdisciplinary majors, which are not provided here in Indonesia. And also, I actually applied to UCL as well. UCL in that.
UCL stand for what? Eva, I'm sorry. UCL stands for University of.
Yes, University College London. It's true.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm sorry. So.
Yeah. I applied to UCL as well. It is obviously located in London, and then the program I chose was actually, it's called Educational Planning, Economic and International Development. So it's kind of the same, which I was taking also at the University of Glasgow. And then I also applied to University of Bristol and then University of Edinburgh. And fortunately, alhamdulillah, I got accepted to each and every university. So, and then,
Wow.
yes, but I need to choose eventually at the end of the day. And what I was considering at that time was, like, I've always tried to like understand the programs or the structures of the program that they're trying to offer to us as the students. So I try to compare all of the programs provided in that universities, in the UCL, Bristol, Edinburgh, and Glasgow, obviously. And after comparing all of them, I get actually more confused because it's all good. I mean, like, how
Yes.
can I choose, but after that, I try to consider another thing, which is I've always wanted to live in a countryside, I don't think I can survive in a city like London, because I'm not a city girl, like I've always loved to live in a country life. And then that's why I chose University of Glasgow, because comparing to other universities.
Okay, maybe Eva just froze there. You just froze there just now. Maybe you have trouble connection.
Okay.
Yeah. You clear now.
Okay. Compared to any other university, University of Glasgow also, offered me, the program is very, very whole, and it's very complete. And that's why I chose University of Glasgow. That's the first reason. And then the second one is also because it's located in Scotland, the city that I've always wanted to visit.
Yes. Is that, I mean, like, do you agree that Scottish
of Indonesia,
accent? Yeah, do you agree that Scottish accent is kind of hard?
Oh my God, you need, what? It's the first day of my university, the first day of my first semester at the University of Glasgow. I honestly couldn't understand a word from my lecturer.
Oh, wow.
That is so sad.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I thought I have a good English here, but come on, I couldn't understand even a word. Like, of course, I heard some of the words that I am familiar about, but I couldn't get like the point of what he's trying to say, because oh my God, the accent is very different, Dega. It's obviously not British. It's Scottish accent, for that sake. Oh my God.
Another way of level in the accent. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yes, I think it was the most challenging part when studying at Scotland, the accent.
But you didn't know you graduated, so you can pass all hard times.
I survived.
Yeah, so you're so amazing. Maybe Dina, you I mean, like, you can ask something to Kaifa. You wanted to ask something to Kaifa.
There's actually one question. I think we can answer it now from YouTube.
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Okay. Wow.
Nurul Fadla from YouTube asked
Hello, Nurul Fadla.
that one of regulations to get scholarship is have to had experiences with organization. What kind of organization for scholarship, Kak Eva?
Well, it actually depends. Take, for example, if you are applying to LPDP or Chevening or any other scholarship providers, they have their own rules, they have their own standards. So you need to find, you need to read all of the information provided at the website, at their own website. So again, there's no like a general answer to that because again, it depends. But if you're applying to LPDP scholarship, you still also need to look at the program and at the university that you have chosen, because the LPDP committee will ask you why you're choosing that program. Take, for example, I took education and public policy, and then the committee will ask about like, you took educational management program in your undergraduate study, and then now you're taking education, public policy, and equity. It's quite different. They said things like that. And then we need to, reassure them that even though my undergraduate study program is educational management, but I have a lot of experiences that is actually concerning about public policy, economic, education, project management, and things like that. So it depends on the university and the program that you have chosen. Yes.
So I mean, like it should be related, yeah.
Yes.
With the major and also university.
And it should be coherence.
Yeah, I hope that answers Kak Nurul Fadla's question. And we actually got one question more.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's not usual for us to have questions from YouTube.
From YouTube.
So the
Okay.
enthusiasm is actually quite high right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the question is from Kak Rizky Nur Maulana.
Hello, Kak Rizky.
He asks, what is the challenging during your study abroad, except accent maybe?
Oh, okay.
Challenges.
Oh, I've got a very interesting story actually. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm not used to the system, to the education system in Scotland, UK especially, because they have a very strict standard, let's say, when I was in Bandung, finishing my undergraduate study, I have always gotten an A result, even if I didn't study, like maybe all of them here, you can relate to my statement just now, right? Even if you don't study, you still can get an A result, right? It's like, it's easy to get an A in Indonesia here. But there, it's actually super different, really, really different, because every class, the lecturer will give like a must reading journal. So we need to read a lot of journals before class. Like every class has a different journals, literally like every class. And every class has, say, 4 to 5 journals. And then if the lecturer said that you need to read it, and then you need to read it, because if you don't read it, you will not understand a sentence in the class, because it's very difficult, So it's very different in when I was in my undergraduate study, because of course we are also given a lot of reading journals, right, in our undergrad study, but the lecturer never actually asked about it, right? So it's just, it's only, but in Scotland, in education system there in Scotland is very strict. So if you think that you can survive in a class where you don't prepare yourself, like reading journals and things like that, no, you cannot survive, honestly, because you really need to read the journals, and also you really need to like at least involved in that class, in a discussion process and things like that. And you know what, somehow in every class it also consists of different country, right? So different regions. Like I'm actually happen to be the only Indonesian and to be the only woman wearing hijab, and the rest of them are from America, and then India, China, and then Korea, thing, the other countries. And somehow, like if you're coming from Asian countries, you're also somewhat try to like sit in the Asian corners, like if you get what I mean.
There's like some kind of separation.
Exactly.
Wow, that's quite scary.
I know. No, if you don't have any preparation before class, like you don't have any journals, you will automatically be left in the corner, because no one like no one would talk to you because you don't prepare yourself. Like, no, definitely you will not survive. You need to read all of the journals and you need to understand that before class.
So they don't talk about anything except for the class itself.
Yes, but I mean that in the class. I mean, if we finish class and then it's a different story,
So professional, yeah. I mean, like the environment itself is really, I mean, like a huge
very
difference.
competitive,
Yeah, very competitive, and of course, it's huge different as far as I know that I also experienced in my undergraduate. So it will not be like that. Okay, that is so harsh, but yeah, this was like the fun facts.
And
Okay.
I've also seen memes, a lot of memes. They compare like how easy they can get A's in America and how difficult it is to get A in UK.
I would agree. I couldn't be more agreeer to that. Oh my God. You know what? I have a friend and NYU. She's also an LPDP awardee. And then, she often shared about her essays because every week we need to write an essay, So he often shared about her essay in her blog post. And then he, shared how he got an A for that essay. And then, I read everything. I am not here to like give any critics to that, but I mean, I'm just wondering how it's just a different system, I would say, in the UK and in the US. It's so hard in the UK to get an A result, like to get a distinction result. It's, oh my God, it's so difficult. Believe it or not, in my first subject in the first semester, I actually got D, like I've always got A in here in undergrad study. And then there is this habit that I haven't changed when I moved to the UK. This habit of, postponing the task, procrastinating everything, we are used to that, right? In here in Indonesia. And then when I moved there, I haven't changed that habit. So I'm not used to like, when I got the task, I've always procrastinated. I've always postponed to do it, to finish everything. And then the guys always, you know what I mean, right? And when I got this first task in the, if I'm not mistaken, it's called policy inquiry subject, I would say it was actually easy. But again, I didn't check all of the requirements that the lecturer want me to do, I just read, like I didn't scan everything, and then I just, do it without any consideration. And then I didn't have enough time to proofread and to edit, draft down things like that. Then I just submitted it. And when I got the result, I got D. I was like so shocked. I even cried, like, oh my God. That actually made me realize that, come on, Eva, you are not in Indonesia anymore. Like, oh no.
I couldn't imagine, because like you've really used to get an A's even with procrastinating and without really learning, but you got D with your same effort.
Oh my God.
So you really need an effort, to get A in your university.
Yes.
So
And we also got another question. So this is so interesting because we
Thank
questions
you
from
so much,
YouTube.
YouTube, for the engagement.
Thank you, YouTube.
Yeah, from Kak Disa Nugrah Ilahi. Hi, Kak Eva. How do you assure yourself about what you're going to do after this graduate school? Do you find any changes between what you planned before and after completing school?
That's a very nice question. I think I know you. Hi, Nisa. Do you know her, Dega?
Oh, who is that?
She's from Darko as well, I would say.
Nisa.
I think she was in language division, if I'm not mistaken.
Fitriyato Nisa?
No. It's, I mean, it's under us.
Oh,
It's,
I'm sorry, I don't remember. But hello, Nisa. Maybe I forgot.
I think I knew you, Nisa. Nisa Anugrah Ilahi. I remembered you. Hello, Nisa. Thank you
Hello,
for
Nisa.
Okay. So about the changes of career after finishing a postgraduate study. That's a very good question. As I have mentioned earlier, that passion is actually changes, you know, people change, passion changes, everyone changes, and it's okay. And I actually find myself changes when I finished my postgraduate study. I was actually doing a dissertation on youth unemployment again, the same as my undergrad thesis. So, but this time I was talking from the economic perspective. In my undergrad study, I was talking about from the education perspective, and now in my postgraduate study, I was talking from the economic perspectives. So I was, you know, explaining about the micro and microeconomic analysis, you know, things like that. And somehow I still have this, you know, interest in solving this youth unemployment problem, because honestly, it's not only in Indonesia, it's all over the world. Because I've always interested in that. That's why now I built this Rural Connect. It's a nonprofit organization which is focused on closing the gap between rural community and rural community. We know exactly that the challenges is not only happened in the rural, but also in the city. But we know that in the rural or the underserved community, they face like a very different challenges from the rest. They need like more help, things like that, especially in getting a job and then having an economic opportunity, even like, you know, learn English, just a small thing like that. They don't have like enough chances and opportunity. It's very different from everyone who lives in the city. So that's why I built that nonprofit organization. But I would not lie that I also need to earn some money. And I mean, as I mentioned earlier, balance is everything, right? So I want to contribute something for my community back here in Anyer, but at the same time, I also need to earn some money, right? So that's why this March, hopefully, I will also be launching my creative learning studio. It's actually early education childhood centers, which is, you might be questioning like, honestly, Fa, you said that you're taking education, public policy, economy, you know, things like that. And then you're now currently working on, you know, opening a creative learning studio, which is focused on early childhood education. Like it's very far, it's very different. But somehow, actually, when I was studying in my postgraduate study, when I was finishing that study, there's this class called Educational Development and Theories, if I'm not mistaken. And that in that course, I actually came across one educational method in childhood education that I thought is very amazing, which is called Montessori. You guys might have heard about it. Yes. So I came across it. It's called Montessori, and honestly, I've never heard about it before. Even in my undergrad study, I've never heard about it. Even though I took educational major, but I've never heard at all about it. So when I heard about it, this Montessori thing, I learned again about it. I feel like interested. I feel passionate about it. And I thought, why not take a more, deep learning about it. So that's why now I'm also finishing a diploma in Montessori. This June, I will be graduating as well. And that's why I'm opening soon these early childhood education centers in Cilegon. So I think if you found yourself that you have like a changes passion every year, it's okay. Of course, okay, it's very normal. Whatever it is that you're currently passionate about, just go for it. I think that's my answer.
Okay, thank you so much, Kaifa. Wow. I mean, like, I give you a round of applause every time. I give you standing applause because you really insightful. I'm proud of being your friend, Eva.
One day, stop it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Eva, for sharing. It's really good because we engage so many questions from the YouTube too. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the class. Welcome back to the main room.
Oh,
You guys still need more time? Okay.
Yes, we need extra time.
How many
No,
times
no need. We already have,
Oh,
yeah.
but this one we really need more time because
Okay.
it's
How
actually
many
very
minutes?
hard to compose the outlines.
Okay.
Yeah, so we like
only
20
introduction
minutes is not enough. 20 minutes is not enough to talk about our dreams, though.
Okay. So I'll give you 2 days to discuss. Is it enough? Okay. No. Because tomorrow we have like public holiday, right?
Thank
So-
you. Next.
Okay, thank you, Kali. Okay, everyone, welcome back to the main room. So, after you guys maybe have a really amazing discussion with your Fasil, so today is gonna be your time to present what you have discussed in your breakout room. But because of I also run out of time, that I maybe will choose 3 of you from the groups because we will give you a lot of times to ask to Kaifa because maybe you guys curious about her journey and everything. Maybe you missed just now at YouTube because we discuss a lot of things. So maybe after this presentation from each group, you guys can ask anything to her about scholarship or anything kind of that stuff. So be ready. For the first group, I will choose from Kak Rama.
Okay, so hi everyone. So in my group, we are lucky to have 2 newcomers. We have Kak Zain, Kak Ayun, Kak Musa, and Kak Dian, and me myself in my room. And the one who is going to be our representative is Kak Ayun. Kak Ayun, please, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you for the chance.
Kak Ayun is a first timer, by the way.
Hello,
Yes.
Ayun.
Hello.
Ayun.
Okay. Okay, let me start. In my group, we are talking about why are you doing and what you are doing. Okay. I will tell my story. Since when I was at school, I love anything about number. Then I am at university. I take the major that's still related with my favorite subject. It is accounting. So I think that moreover in accounting that not about numbers, but it is actually about solving problems and how your analytical skill. So it is actually become my passion and I'm enjoy it. And also I am my job is accounting staff, so that I am actually responsibility to make financial reports at monthly financial reports, and it challenges me because it is actually about how you can analyze revenue and another account. So hopefully in the future I will still become a good accounting.
Wow. Give her a round of applause, everyone, to Kak Ayun.
Thank you.
Being accounting, it's really like a hard job for me because you need to closing at the end of the month, right? And you will stay the night. And of course, the fun fact of being accounting is you just count your company money, not your money.
Yes. Another.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops. Okay. Thank you so much, Kayun. And I
Thank
guess that you
you.
are from Sundanese, right? Because Ayun Ambi. Okay, thank you
Okay.
so much, Kayun. Okay, for the
Thank
second
you.
groups, I'll call to Riska.
All right. Okay. Actually, I have 3 people in my room. Yeah, Haris, Yanda, and Anissa, and 3 of them have similarities. They are applying for, sorry, they are applying for scholarship. So please wish them luck because it's really hard, I know, and we really talk a lot about it. But yeah, I think I will choose the representative right now. Who is it? Maybe the funniest one. I think. No. I think Yanda. You can. It's yours. Yanda, time is yours. Go ahead.
Kak Yanda.
Hello.
Yanda.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I apologize before. What should I describe or portray? I'm sorry. I just
Maybe
went
you
to the
can
kitchen.
restate it,
Yeah.
your personal statement, your answer.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay.
Thank you.
So right now I recently been doing searching for scholarship for postgraduate especially, and the one of the requirement that has been required from the university and as well as the scholarship as well is the personal statement or study plan. So the personal statement that I've been write down right now is about my major, sub-major that I want to submerging in the university that I want to pursue. It is about the human rights law in legal. So I do really want to have a desire. I have desirement and I have a future goals to be activist or mediator to help people in need, to help people more in the specific of legal of human rights. Due to circumstances that nowadays there's been lots of war, a lot of conflict that's been struggling around the world, especially the developed country. That's its impact from one country to another country, and related to that, the effect of the big effect, the bizarre, the tremendous effect of it is actually many people has been out from the country of the effect of the war itself. So the refugees, the asylum seeker that been worry and wondering how to escape, how to exit from the conflict, the problems itself. They have resettlement. They have to have resettlement. So the act from me is I want to provide more speciality on them, the refugees or asylum seeker, as well as the similarity of rights between people, from people to people. So it has to be done in our country as well, the rights for all people. So we can be united to be literally human that doesn't have any of distinction between the human itself, between the person, our humankind. Yeah, that's my goals, one of the goals that I want to really emphasize on my personal statement.
Thank you so much, Kayanda. Give her a round of applause, everyone, to Kayanda.
You're
for
welcome.
kind-hearted, and inspirational. I mean, like, I can't wait you to sit in the government building. Okay. Yeah, I wish, but also we wish that you will get your scholarship. So you wanted to.
Thank you so much, Kak.
Okay, thank you so much, Kayanda. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you are welcome.
Okay, for the last but not least, groups that will present is Kak Raki.
All right, thank you so much, our lovely MC Kakadega. And what an intimate FGD, since maybe I guess in every room should be 5 or 6. We just have 3 of us.
Wow.
Good. Wow. Can you imagine how intimate is it? All right.
I can imagine that.
Without any further ado, I will call Karahel as our representative, as our spokesperson to share her restatement to the audience. So Karahel, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Rachel. Well, yes, we are just 3, and we discuss a lot, especially about personal statements. So the main thing that we have in common is Siti and I, or Siti Hamida and I, have a big dream about to pursue our study for the next level. So speaking about my own experience, I decided to apply for postgraduate this year. That's why I joined this personal statement discussion. And why I decide to continue my study to the next level, or in terms of postgraduate study, because I see it as a need. So I have worked for some years, then I see that I need to improve my skills, my knowledge, since I work for HIV project and I deal with lots of data, how to analyze it, how to visualize the data, and how to interpret all the data to not only to people work at health facilities, but also to the district health officials or provincial health officials. And since I also need to, there are some job that I need to handle, and I really lack of it. So I need to learn, and the best way I think is to take or continue my study to postgraduate study. So yeah, my background is public health. I specialize in epidemiology, and it really relates to my work nowadays. Since I lack of it, so I plan to study in epidemiology for my future plan. Since I also work on HIV project, which means it's actually infectious disease. So yeah, specifically, I will take epidemiology, focus on infectious disease. Most people might not know about epidemiology. So in short, I'm about to explain the epidemiology since COVID pandemic. You guys might know that on the news, they might write about, according to epidemiologists, COVID-19, blah, 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 according to the data. So that's I'm really talking about right now. Yeah, I really want to focus on that. So one day I could be an epidemiologist to contribute to this country, specifically for infectious disease. I think that's all. What motivates me is, since lots of people hold their master's degree, hold their PhD degree, I feel that I don't want to be left behind. On this cutting edge era, most people have a good education. That's why I really want to be able to compete with other people. And yeah, I think that's my other motivation. That could be your motivation as well, in order to plan or to pursue for better education, not only for your aspiration, perhaps also for a better future career in your life. I think that's all from me. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, everyone, give her a round of applause to Karachel. Thank you so much, Karachel. That's so inspirational. So about infected disease, ya Kak. Yes, I mean like so. According to infected disease, I hope that you can, pursue your scholarship soon. Yeah, we hope that I mean you will get it. I knew it. So, guys, aside of infected disease, so I mean like today is like the second anniversary of COVID-19. Yay! So actually today is like the day that the government found the COVID-19 in Indonesia. So happy second anniversary of COVID-19.
Do we really have to celebrate that?
No. But I mean like yeah, we need to get over it.
It's just want to remind us that we survived, guys. 2 years.
Yes, yeah, 2 years.
Yeah, but
2
let's
years.
not celebrate that because that means there'll be another year of this. So let's hope not.
Let's
Yes.
hope not. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kasara. So, guys, this presentation will be closed by feedback Eva before we get into the Q&A session. Eva, you can give them a feedback or maybe everything for them.
Right. Okay. All of the explanations that you guys provided to us is actually very amazing. And I wish you good luck to all of you. For the first presenter, I think it's Ayun, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think Ayun overall has already explained like a lot of information in your in the way you're trying to write in your personal statement. You said in the beginning why you love numbers, and then why you love accounting. You give the reasons behind your passion, and then after that you also mentioned that it's not only about when learning accounting, it's not only about the numbers, because at the same time we're actually learning about solving a problem, and then design thinking and things like that. I think it was actually a good point you mentioned in that. And also she was also explaining to us how her job experiences, her professional experiences right now is actually relevant to what she's going to pursue in the future. So I think that was a good start, Ayun. It's so amazing. But I think maybe in the main body parts and the closing parts, you can also re-emphasize why you're choosing that interest or that passion, and then just make sure that you elaborate everything in a very unique and interesting way. But overall, it's honestly good. And the second one, Yanda, right? Yanda. Okay, so she was currently looking or already actually applying for a scholarship. I think she told that she is currently looking for a scholarship to pursue postgraduate study, if I'm not mistaken. Good luck for that. And I know that you'll get it. And she actually also talked about her passion in human rights law, right? It was amazing. It was good. So you know exactly what you want to pursue in the future career. You want to be an advocate, and also you want to be a social activist that promoting helping a refugee and things like that. So you have a clear vision in your mind. It's actually good, because it's actually going to be your foundation to have a successful personal statement. You know what you want. And also you talked about the information, the current issue surrounding refugee, human rights, and war, and the impact of it, things like that. I think you've got a lot of information. You've got enough knowledge about it. You have showed that you have a commitment in pursuing this passion, this interest. So it was a good start as well. And also maybe in the beginning you can add like, this is why you're interested in pursuing this human rights law degree. Maybe you have like a story behind it, the concrete event that already happened in your life that makes you realize that I have a passion in here, But overall, it's a very good explanation. And also the last one, Rachel, you also wanted to pursue a master. You said that it's a need for you because you understand really well about what you want in your life. You want to pursue in this public health sector. It's very good because you know what you want, and also you were talking about this COVID-19 impact in our society, and I think it's also showed your commitment. You know, you have enough information about this public health sector, and also you have given the reason why you're trying to pursue master degree, because you said that you, in this changing era, in this digital shifting era, you didn't want to be left behind. You need a lot of information, you need more information about this public health, because you're going to learn about this, analyzing data, using data for the benefits of the society. And I think it was like a good point you made there, because it also showed that you are having like a great sense to help others as well. So you're not taking this measure only for you, but also for others people benefits. So it was really good. So yeah, good luck to everyone.
Yeah, give them a round of applause, everyone, once again, to Kak Rachel, Kak Yanda, and also Kak Ayun. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing your outlines today in the main room. So, I mean, like today, the next we jump to the Q&A session. If you wanted to ask something, you can raise your hand. I open for the two people who want to ask. You can raise your hand, Kak Ani, and once again, Kak Sarah. Okay, we'll give Kak Ani first.
Okay, thank you, Dega, for the chance. Hi, Eva. Thank you for the explanation. You explain in a very comprehensive and inspiring way. And so, yeah, I want to ask about the LPDP SI. So, if I'm not mistaken, one of the SI is kontribusiku untuk Indonesia, ya.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, and yeah, so they have some bullet points in it. Like you have to showcase your past experience and the problem that you want to solve and the contribution that you want to give Indonesia. So my question is, how can we explain our contribution in Indonesia, but in a reasonable way and achievable way? So I'm afraid that it's to Indonesia muluk-muluk.
Yes, I know, I get it.
So yeah, that's my question, Eva. Thank you before.
Very good question. So there's a lot of my friends also coming to me asking about this as well, this kontribusiku essay. And a lot of them are trying to like be this great, amazing citizen, like solving this big problem. But I would say you don't have to be that kind of person, because honestly, what the scholarship committee wants you to do is as simple as helping your community, giving benefits to your surrounding. That's what I did as well in my essay, because I thought the important thing when we're trying to like improve our knowledge is that we can give at least benefits for the people around us. So that's why I also limit the contribution that I'm going to make only in my community. Like take for example, I did write in that essay that I'm going to contribute to the Banten province, I would say, in, let's say, Anyar Regency, because in that community we have a problem in blah 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 blah. And then I have made some research as well and talked to the government officials, and I know that this problem is really need to solve very soon. And then that's why I chose this measure to solve this problem. You can limit your limit your contribution to that specific community that surrounds your area, if that you know what I mean, right?
Okay, yeah, Eva. So it is just like, more to concrete and describe.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be in all over Indonesia, right?
Yes, because there is this one person, I mean, it's my friend as well. She is actually also applying to LPDP at the same time as me. So I remembered that she shared about how she got rejected by LPDP, and then I asked her what happened. Why do you think the LPDP committee didn't accept you? And then she said that, I think I was going to, I was not becoming myself in the essay because I want the scholarship committee to look at me as this big citizen, big and solving this big problem. So she tried to be another person, she tried to be anyone else. So I think that's a big problems. It's not important how big the contribution that you are making, that you are going to make. The important one is that you are making a contribution that is achievable and also measurable, because if you don't limit your contribution, it's just sounds impossible, it just sounds too idealistic, if that makes sense.
Yeah, thank you. One more thing. How many times you tried before you got accepted, Eva?
That was actually my first time.
Oh wow, that nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Eva.
Thank you, Kani, for the question. We hope that your question answered well by Kak Eva, yeah. So the next is Kasara.
Okay, I'm just going to go straight to the point. Hi, Eva. Thank you for the presentation. I just want to quickly ask something. Is there like a red flag in a personal statement, such as contractions, perhaps? Like we're not supposed to use contractions in the personal statement, so we have to write the whole sentence. So instead of I'm, we should just write I am, something like that. Or is there like a set of words that are like completely no-go for a personal statement, such as might or may, or perhaps possibly, or whatever it is that shows uncertainty?
Yes. Okay. Sarah, right?
Yep.
You have a very good British accent, I would say.
Thank you.
I kind of feel intimidated,
Don't, please don't.
Okay. So you're asking about this grammatical structure, I would say.
Yeah, just like the red flags in personal
Yes.
statements, because we're talking about the green flags, like we're talking about the how-tos and the structures and such and etc., but we're not talking about the don'ts.
What to avoid.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. As I've mentioned earlier, this personal statement is actually semi-formal, I would say. So you still need to use an academic word, so you need to present it in an academic way. So like you said, the contraction, things like that, you should avoid using that. And also you need to use like how do I say it? So you don't have like to use like do not and then become done and things like that, so you need to put it in academic way, I would say. Yeah, if that sounds right.
How do you rephrase don't in an academic way?
Okay, how do I say it? Oh, that's a very hard question. I think again,
because I think like, well, as Indonesians, we're just so used to saying don't, or the negative, well, not really negative, but you know what I mean, right? The the negative form of words. So you said that we're not supposed to use that. So how do you phrase that?
Yes, in the introduction part just now, I've provided an example of something that is actually kind of sounds negative because he said that he talked about how he cried 4 times in his life. It sounds negative, right? So, but he put it in a positive way, like he tried to explain he cried 4 times, and then after that he explained how he overcome those challenges. I think it would be effective for you to use a active word, I would say. Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying that we should sort of sound optimistic.
Yes, I would say yes.
All right. Okay, gotcha.
Thank you so much, Kasara. I hope your question answered well by Kak Eva. Thank you so much, Eva, once again. So, Kaduhari, your turn to ask to Kak Eva. The screen is yours.
Well, thank you for the change. Speaking of personal statement, I just want to ask about, is there any specific thing that the university needs to know about us? I mean, that is there any value that they really want to know? For example, like we are the hard worker or anything else? And is there any requirements? I mean, that is there a specific thing each university? I think that's it.
Okay, thank you for your question. The answer is yes. So every university has their own rules, has their own criteria, has their own standards. So you need to check first to their website. You need to read a lot of information there. Take, for example, in my major, Education, Public Policy and Equity at the University of Glasgow, I'm currently opening their website. So there is a specific information, a specific explanation about what they want to know in your personal statement. So it's important for you to check their website and wait a minute. Okay, so in my major, in the website, it stated that you should also submit a personal statement of around 300 words. So there is this word limit, 300 words, and then this should cover 2 areas. So they only expected me to cover 2 areas. The first one is your motivation for applying for this program specifically. And then the second one is the degree to which your previous educational and professional experiences and interests make you a suitable candidate for the program, and how completing the program will benefit you professionally, and please be explicit. So I would say yes, you need to check your chosen university website. Maybe have you got any specific university that you want to pursue for your postgraduate study?
Yeah, I have some option.
Okay, so I would suggest that you check all of them, because every university is very different, and you need to make sure that you answered all of the areas or all of the questions that the university asked for you to cover in your personal statement. Yeah.
So it would be really distinctive each university.
Well, not entirely, because I think in general they just want to know why you're suitable candidate for that program. I think that's the highlight, but yeah, you need to check first.
Okay, thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you so much, Kaduhari, for the question. That I hope also your question answered well by Kak Eva, and we hope that you can pursue your dream university soon, and achieve your scholarship.
Thank you, Kaduhari.
Thank you so much, Kaduhari. So, guys, we have also like the last question from YouTube. Eva, do you mind? Okay, so the last question from YouTube is Rizky Nurmaulana asks about, can we get the scholarship LPDP if we are graduate from the employee class in the university?
Okay. I have not updated my information on LPDP in the term of 2022. So, but in my year in 2019, and that time I would say you need to be a full-time student in a university to be able to apply for a scholarship in LPDP. But I think you should check the website of LPDP, and then there's a lot of information there. But if you cannot find any detail in the information that you want to hear, you can like call the LPDP committee. There's the number there in the website, and then you ask them personally to the agent, you know. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Maybe Kariski should also check the updated information to LPDP website. Okay, thank you so much, Kariski, from the YouTube. That I hope that your question answered well by Kak Eva. Well, okay, guys, it's a wrap. Can we give applause for all of us, because this really have a good discussion together. Thank you so much. And we come to an end for our class. So before you guys leave this room, we will gonna have take picture together. So you guys should open the camera. Kanazla, Kavidya, Kazain, Kabobi,
Let's go, guys. Open your cams.
Open your cams. Kagunawan, Kaulia, Kamusa, Kanur, Kamus, because we're gonna have a picture. Dina, can you please? Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. We got 2 slides here. So for the first slide, I'm gonna take a picture in the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, one more because Kanazla just opened her cam. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, for the next slide, just keep posing, guys. You don't know where you're in right now in my screen. 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more time. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, thank you guys for coming in. We really appreciate you guys.
Yay, thank you so much, everyone. So yeah, today the class is end. So thank you so much for your attending. So I hope that this material will be beneficial for all of us too. And we here as a committee, and also me as an MC, and also the conductor as well, we apologize if maybe there is some mistake that we have made. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you soon, and see you in Saturday class soon.
See you in Saturday class.
See you
Have a good rest,
guys.
everyone.
Thank you so much. See you
For the
on
hostel and the
Saturday.
conductors should stay
See
in
you on
the room. Yeah.
Saturday.
See you,
See you,
YouTube. Bye.
YouTube.